So today we're going to change the door speaker in the door of this truck, and the tools that we're going to be using: a 7mm socket on a ratchet, a T15 Torx ratcheting screwdriver, a standard panel puller, a non-marring plastic panel puller, a wire stripper, a crimping tool, and I have other shapes and sizes of non-marring panel puller. So we'll start with removing the trim around the door latch. Take the trim off and put it away safely for replacement later. And we're going to use our non-marring panel puller, and we're going to release the trim that houses the power window switch and the power door lock switch. And now we're going to unplug the two wire harnesses by depressing the lock clip and pulling out that harness. The panel is free, and now we're going to put that out of the way where it's safe. Then we're going to remove the trim here that hides two screws. Put that away. Now, with our T15 ratcheting screwdriver, we're going to remove two screws from behind the trim panel here. And with our 7mm socket and ratchet, we're going to remove the two screws at the bottom of the door panel. So now that we've got these two out and these two out, we have one more at the top of the panel. So now that we've got the two screws from the bottom of the panel, the two screws from the middle of the panel, and the one screw from the upper corner, this panel will lift right off the door, and we can put it out of the way so that we can work on the speaker. Get this harness out of the way. We're going to use our 7mm ratchet and socket again, and remove the four screws that hold this factory speaker in place. So here we have our factory wire harness, and we need to connect the wire harness for our aftermarket brand new replacement speaker. So we're going to take and cut this harness, and we're going to strip about 1/2 inch of wire, insulation rather, off of each one of these wires. We're going to take the new speaker wire harness and strip about 1/2 inch of insulation off of each end of it. Then with a couple of butt connectors, we're going to put this all back together. So now we're going to go ahead and crimp on the positive side, the door, and the positive side of the wire harness for the new speaker. Then we're going to connect our new speaker to the wire harness like that. Make sure the connections are secure. Then they give us a nice strain relief on this basket, so we can get our wire under that strain relief and then pinch it down so it holds it out of the way and the wire won't fall off the speaker. We're going to put the speaker back into the location. The same four screws that we took out earlier, we're going to use to put this speaker back in place. We're going to put one in the top corner and one in the opposite bottom corner, just to hold it in place. Get a better look at it. And that's how you replace a car stereo door speaker. Now we're going to reassemble the door in exactly the opposite order of how we took it off the car.